See here, today onwards we can start the JavaScript. So, like, what is the JavaScript now? What is the purpose of JavaScript now? We can discuss here. Like, first of all, we'll discuss about HTML, CSS, and all right. So, what is the purpose we are using HTML now? So, by using HTML too, we can create that web page content, right? So, what is the purpose we are using CSS now? By using CSS too, we can apply the stylings for HTML document. That is a cascading styling. So using HTML, CSS2, we can develop on website, right? So using HTML, CSS2, we can develop some template. So then why it's need JavaScript? What is the purpose of JavaScript now? Like we have some website will be there by using HTML, CSS2. So in that website, we have to make some dynamic effects. What is the dynamic effects now? Like create the element, create, read, update, edit, delete is called as dynamic effects. Like we have to create some content, we have to update some content, we have to delete some data, we have to edit some data. Now in that case we're using that CRUD operations. The CRUD operations is called as dynamic effects. So the dynamic effects now create, read, update, delete, that is a dynamic effect. For example, we have one button is there in HTML. So when we click the button, we have to make some action. Action means some functionalities we have to make. In that case, we're using the programming language. The front-end programming language is the JavaScript. So JavaScript, not only front-end, we can use back-end also. The JavaScript, we can use server side as well, client side also. So the client side is called as front-end. The server side is called as back-end. So, but the JavaScript completely front-end programming language actually. So the JavaScript is a object-oriented programming language. So JavaScript is a completely based on OOPS-based concept. JavaScript completely based on OOPS-based concept. And then so JavaScript, one of the core technologies used for web development and all. And then every browser's one JavaScript interpreter is there. Every browser one JavaScript interpreter is there. So JavaScript used in client side as well server side also. What is the client side now? Front end. What is the server side now? Back end. So like simply understand what is the JavaScript now. JavaScript is an object oriented programming system. So JavaScript, one of the core technologies used for web development. So JavaScript used for client side and then server side also. And then so before like JavaScript is a name, currently we're using the ES6 version. So like ECMA script, one thing will be there. So what is the ECMA script now? So before JavaScript name is ECMA script. Before JavaScript name is ECMA script. What is the ECMA? Na? European Computer Manufacturing Association. European Computer Manufacturing, European Computer Manufacturing. That is the ECMA script. Clear? So the JavaScript means JavaScript is a programming language. I mean object-oriented programming language. So JavaScript which is used to client side as well server side. And then JavaScript completely based on OOPS concept. And then one of the core technologies used for web development. And then every browser's JavaScript interpreter is there. What is the interpreter now? Like I will show you the interpreter. Before JavaScript name is called as ECMA script. What is the ECMA script? Now, European Computer Manufacturing Association. That is the ECMA. And then like we have CSS code will be there now. Three ways to we can write that CSS code. So now JS code will be there. I mean JavaScript code. So two ways to we can write that JavaScript code. So three ways the CSS code now: inline CSS, internal CSS, external CSS. Three ways to you can implement that code in CSS things, right? So in JavaScript code also two ways to we can write that JavaScript code. What is the two ways now? The one is a internal JavaScript, and then second one is the external JavaScript. So two ways to we can write the JS code. One is the internal JavaScript, the second one is the external JavaScript. So what is the internal CSS now? Within our edge section, by using style open tag close tag 2, we can apply the CSS property, that is the internal CSS. So what is the internal JavaScript now? Within our body section, by using script open tag close tag 2, we can write the JS code, that is the internal JavaScript. So what is the external JavaScript? Huh? Like same like external CSS. External CSS means we need to create one new file and then we need to link the file within our head section only by using link tag too. So here also same like we need to create one JavaScript file and then we need to connect the file within our script section. Here only we have to connect the file. So I will show you that external JS and all after that. So now the internal JavaScript will be there. We can learn it internal JavaScript. So with internal JavaScript now within our body section, by using script open tag close tag 2, we can write the JS code on up. So here only we can write the JavaScript code within the script tag only. So every programming languages, some command lines is there. Every programming languages, some command lines is there. In JavaScript also, two type of command lines is there. Two type of command lines is there. So what are the two type of command lines now? One is a single line command, and then second one is a multi-line command. So two type of command lines will be there in JavaScript. One is a single line command. The single line command indicates double slash. So one is a multi-line command. The multi-line commands indicate slash, star, slash. In between, we can write multiple of codes, multiple of command lines. So the command lines and all not executed here. Description purpose only. We are using that command lines and all. Clear? See, we have two type of command lines is there. One is a single line command and then second one is a multi-line command. Every programming languages, every language is some different. In HTML also some command lines is there now. So now single line command, multi-line command. How to declare the single line command? By using double slash 2, you can declare that single line command. How to declare the multi-line command? Slash star slash 2, you can declare that multi-line command. In between, we can write it multiple of line. Clear? So that is a single line, that is a multi-line. So and then in first thing, we have to learn in programming languages print statement. We have to learn print statement. So what is a print statement? What is the use of print statement now? So which is used to print any kind of variables or any kind of data. In that case, we're using that print statement. So in JavaScript also two type of print statement will be there. Two type of print statement will be there. So what are the two type of print statement is there now? One is a console console.log function, and then second one is document dot write function. So two type of print statement is there. One is a console.log, the second one is a document dot write. So what is the use of print statement? So which is used to print any kind of variable or any kind of data. Clear? So that is a print statement. Clear? So every programming language some print in Python some print statement is there. In Java print statement is there. In JavaScript also print statement is. In JavaScript two type of print statement. One is a console.log and then second one is a document.write. So what is the use of print statement? Now we have some data. We have to print the data. In that case, we're using that print statement. So which is used to print the data, like which is used to print any kind of data or any kind of variables, we can print it by using print statement. That is a print statement. Clear? So before printing, Before going to print some data, we have to learn here string. I mean, some data types is mandatory. So, like before going to print something data, we have to declare now. So, string on data type will be there in JavaScript. String on data. So, what is the string now? The string is called as group of alphanumeric characters is called as string. Group of alphanumeric characters is called as string. String means group of alphanumeric characters is called a string. How to declare one string? Na? By using double quotes, either single quotes too, we can declare that string. Within the quotes, whatever the data we want, we can declare it. So within the quotes, we are going to assign the number also. Now it comes as a string data type only. Clear? And then second one is a number data type. Number. We have to learn number. So what is the number? Now we have two things will be there. One is a float values and then second one is a decimal value. Like normal numbers and all we can declare as a without the quotes only. Clear? These are numbers. So now we know what is the string, what is the number. String means group of alphanumeric character. Alphanumeric characters means like ABCD is called as alphanumeric characters. So that is a string data. By using single quotes and double quotes, we can declare the data and all that is a string. So number and all without the quotes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the numbers data, right? So now like we have some data will be there. Like we have some data now. Like for example, hello, we are learning JavaScript. Something data will be there. Alphanumeric characters will be there. Alphanumeric characters within the quotes is there. That's why we are getting as a string. Without the quotes, now it's not converting as a string. When the data will be within the quotes, that time only it converts as a string. So now we have some string data is there. Save this one. Just go and check it your output now. You can run this document by using open with Lidl server extension too. So now we are getting this document, right? This is our HTML document, but we are not getting any data here, right? Why we are not getting any data? Because this is the programming language. So in that programming language, we have to print some data. Now the print statement is mandatory. What are the print statement is there? Console.log function and then document.write function. So by using that particular functions only, we can print the data. Otherwise, we can't able to print the data. So now we have to print this data by using console either document. We can print this one. So simply I'm going to use that console.log function. So like before going to console here, we have to learn interpreter. So why we are using interpreter now? Because within that interpreter only the console option will be there. So just go to your document. This is our document where the interpreter will be there. Now. Like every browsers, every pages one interpreter will be there. How to check that one? Right click in tab section, inspect one option will be there. When you click that inspect now, we are getting the interpreter here. This is the interpreter. Within the interpreter only the console option will be there. So initially there is no any data in console. Empty space only is there. So now by using console.log off, I'm going to print the data. Which data now? Hello, we are learning JavaScript will be data there. Save that one. Just go and check it your output. See, hello, we are learning JavaScript. The data we are getting within our console statement. And then this data we have to print. We have to print the data in document now. There only we are using the document section. I mean document function. What is the document function now? Document dot write will be function within the document dot write function only. Hello, we are learning JavaScript. The same string data will be there. Say that one. Just go and check it. See. So in document also we are getting the data. In console also we are getting the data. So how we are getting the data now? By using print statement. So without print statement, we can't able to print the data. That is a main thing here. Two type of print statement is there. One is a console.log and then second one is a document.write. Clear? Clear guys? And then coming to the next one. So next one means variable we have to learn in programming language. Variables one thing will be there. So what is the variables now? So variables are containers. Variables are containers. So which is used to store the data. That is the variables. Clear? So simply understand what is the variable now. Variable are containers which is used to store the data. Right, block element. So what is the block elements? The block elements are containers which is used to store the elements. That is a block element. Same like in scripting language, variables will be there. What is the use of variables now? The variables are containers which is used to store the data here. How to declare one variable now? There only we have three keywords will be there. So three keywords is there. By using three keywords too, we can declare that variables names and all. So what are the three keywords will be there now? Where one keyword will be there, let one keyword is there, and then const one keyword is there. So three keyword will be there, where, let, const. So and then when we declaring the variables now, the keywords is mandatory, and then the variable name also mandatory. Variable name also mandatory. So how to declare one variable name now? So the variable name, whenever we declaring some variables now, so some rules will be there. Some rules, what are the rules now? Variable keyword, and then variable name is mandatory. The variable names and all must start with alpha numeric characters. Clear. And then either we can start with, so the variable name and all must start with alphanumeric character. Either underscores to we can start that variable names and all. Underscore, after that whatever the numbers or whatever the symbols we want we can start. So directly we can't able to start with numbers. That is the main thing, the variable name and all. So variable names and all we can declare as alphabetics wise. Yeah, we can start with alphabetics wise. Either underscores to we can create that variable name and all. Then the variable name and all we can't able to create with number now. So with alphanumeric characters, either underscores to we can start that variable name. So the variable name and all we can't able to start with numbers. That is a variable thing. Clear? And then now we have, like I told you, right, we have some data will be there. So we have to print the data now by using print statement. We can print the data. What are the print statement is there? Console.log document.write. So now my requirement is we have to store the data. So this is the data now. So we have to store this data. After that only we have to print this one. How to store the data? After that, how to print that one? First thing, you can create any one variable. How to create any one variable now? So any one keyword, var, let, const, any one keyword is mandatory. Var is a keyword, and then variable name is mandatory now. So the variable name and all must start with alphabetics wise. So to start with alphanumeric characters. Now the variable name will be A is there. So not only A, variable name and all, whatever the names you want, you can create, but the variable name start with alphabetics only. So like alphabetics means A, B, C, D, up to Z, whatever the letter we can start here. So now the A will be variable name. In this variable name only, hello, we are learning JavaScript, the data will be there. Variable keyword, variable name, in that variable name only, the data will be there. So now we have to print this data. How to print this data? By using print statement. What are the print statement is there? Console.log, either document.write. Any one print statement, we can use it here. Now I'm going to use that console.log function. So, and then which one we have to call here? Which one we have to call here? So now we are not getting data. So how to, which one we have to call here now? We have to call that variable name. In this variable name only we store this data. Now in this variable name only the data will be there. Now we have to call that variable name. What is that variable name now? A is a variable name. Save that one. Just go and check it your output now. In console.log function we are getting the data. So we are storing somewhere. After that we are printing the data. Clear? How to store the data? By using variable. So variable means variables are containers which is used to store the data. So how to declare one variable now? Var, let, key, like we have three keywords is there. Var, let, const keyword, any one keyword, and then variable name is mandatory. The variable name and all must start with alphabetics. Either underscores to we can start that variable name and all. Clear? That is a variable thing. Anyone having doubts here? Up to here. If you're having any doubts now, you can ask me. Now I will let you. Guys, any doubts? Bano, Kiran, Deepti, anyone having doubts? Everyone is clear, right? At least you can respond to me in message also, guys. Simply guys sitting now, I don't know what you are going, what you are doing. So many times I told these things. Again and again I have to. For example, this data we have to print in document. How to print this data now? In document, document dot write will be function. By using document dot write to, we can call that variable. What is that variable name? Now A is a variable name. In that variable name only the data will be there. Now we are getting the data in document section also. Clear? So this is the way for we declaring as a variable. We are storing the data. We can call that variable. Clear? Now, for example, and then so now we know this is which data type is there. Now we know. For example, like before going to that, like why we have three keywords here? So why we have three different keywords now? Because here the where let and all mutable object, mutable object. So the const is a immutable object. Where let and all we can mutable object. Const is a immutable object. What is the mutable? What is the immutable? Now we can update the data. We can update the data. So immutable variable data and all we can't able to update. We can't update the data in const variable at all. That is the thing. That is the difference will be there. So now, for example, like so now we know this is a which data is there, which data type also. So initially, so string data will be there. Why now? Because within the codes. So for example, now we have to check the data type. How to check the data type now? There also one function will be there by using type of one function is there. By using type of function too, we can check the data type. So which is used to check the data type. That is a type of function. For example, now, for example, we don't know which data type is there. We don't know. We have to check the data type now. How to check the data type now? Console.log of. So which one we have to check now? A only we have to check. Within that A only the data will be there. How to check now? By using type of will be function. By using type of function too, we can check the data type. Which one now? A is a variable name. In that variable name only the data will be. Say that one. Just go and check it your output. String data type. Clear? So this alphabetics and all, it comes as a string data type. For example, so now I'm going to create one more variable here, let. By using let keyword, I'm going to declare as a variable name. Underscore b is a variable name. The variable name and all we can start with alphabetics wise, either underscores to we can start that variable name and all. After that, whatever you want, you can declare it. To start with letter alphabetics, either underscore. So now underscore b is a variable name. In this variable name some data will be there, up to 9 numbers will be there. So now we have to print these numbers in console statement like console.log of which one we have to print the console now b. So underscore b is the variable name, we have to call that one. Say that one, just go and check it your output. So now the numbers printing within our console statement. Now the same numbers we have to print within our document section. Now document.write function, by using document.write we can print that one. Underscore b is a variable name. So now we are getting the data in document section also. Because like here we are getting everything, we are getting as a same line. So in between we have to make as a break line. Now we need to use that break line tag. How to use that break line tag now? So where we have to make that break line now? Within our document function only, document dot write. So how to implement that break line now? Within the codes, normal br tag only. By using br tag we can declare that break line. Save that one, just go and check it your output now. So now the data we are getting as a one by one. The first one string data, the second one number data. So now we have to check the data type. Using type of function too, we can check the data type. Underscore b is a variable name. In this variable name only the data will be there. Say that one, just go and check it your output. This is a number data type. This is a string data type. Clear? And then now, for example, now I'm going to declaring one more variable keyword to one more variable here. So const is a variable keyword, the variable name and all. Whenever we start with numbers now is equal to C, we are getting the errors. In code only we are getting the errors. Why now? The variable name and all we can't able to start with numbers. Only we can start with alphabetics. Either underscores to you can start that variable name and all. So now the variable name and all C is a variable name is equal to in that variable name some data will be there within the quotes. I'm going to assign some numbers here. Clear. So now this is the string or number. Anyone let me know. This is string data or number data. Like I see this one. This data is string data or number data. Anyone let me know. It's right or wrong. Nothing going to happen. You're going to learning that thing. Just tell me. String. So why now? Because within the quotes, not number ma string only. So why it comes as a string now? Because within the quotes, whatever we can declare, everything it comes as a strings only. So without the quotes only, we can declare as a numbers. Now within the quotes only, now the data will be number. The data type is different. What is the data type? String data type. For example, we have to print this one. How to print this one? By using console to I'm going to print this one. So which one is variable name? Now C is the variable name. So save that one. Just go and check it your console statement here. So now we are getting the data. So now we can find it. This is a number data. This is a string data. So whenever the number data and all, it comes as a blue color. Whenever we are getting the data number string data, now we are getting as a black color. For example, still we have to check the data type here. So how to check the data type? Now by using type of function. By using type of function too, we can check the data type. So which function we have to check now? C. C is a variable name. In that variable name only the data type. See, now this is the string data type. Clear? So number means without the quotes only we're declaring as a numbers, float values, decimal values. Within the quotes, whatever we can declare, it comes as a strings only. Clear? That is the main thing. So now I told you right before that. So the var let and all mutable object, the const is a immutable object. So why it mutable object? Why it's not mutable objects now? Because var let and all we can update the data. Initially we have some data is there. Hello, we are learning JavaScript data will be there. String data type is there. For example, instead of this data, I'm going to update something numbers here. How to update that one? Now? By using same variable name only. The variable name is a in this variable name I'm going to updating my number like 6379525752. Some number will be there. I'm going to updating this number. Save that one. Just go and check it your output. So now the data will be updated. Now the data type also updated here. Clear? Before that, hello, we are learning JavaScript. The string data is there. Now the data will be updated number. So the data type also number data type. Clear? And in second variable let is there now. For that let keyword also I'm going to implementing. So in let keyword initially numbers will be there. I want to update something. So like how to update now? By using variable name. So what is the data I'm going to update now? For example, front end I want to update as a front end here. Save that one. Just go and check it your output now. So now the data will be updated here. The data also updated. Clear? So for example, here the third one, I'm going to declaring. Uh, so now this is the string data or number data. So 1, 2, 3 hello will be there. This is the string data or number data. 1, 2, 3 hello will be there. That is a string data or number data. So that is a string data. Like why not? Because within the quotes, whatever we can declare, it comes as a strings only. So now the const is a immutable object. Now, for example, I want to update some numbers. So I'm going to updating some numbers here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will be there. Save that one. Just go and check it your output. So now type error assignment to const variable. So heading dot 78th line. 78th line means like the const variable and all we can't able to update. So that only we can update var let data only. Const and all we can't able to update. Why not? That is a immutable object. Where let keyword and all mutable object, we can update the data. That is the difference will be there. That's why we having three keywords here. Clear? Three type of keywords: where let const, the where let and all mutable object, the const is a immutable object. Clear? So anyone having doubts up to here? No, right? And then finally, prompt on function is there. Prompt on function is. So what is the prompt now? So prompt is nothing but user input box. We are getting one user input box. So what is the use of user input box now? So we are getting data from the user. What is the purpose we are using the user input box now? To get the data from the users, that is a user input box. How to do that on prompt function now? See, for example, any one keyword you can declare it here. Let is a variable keyword. Anyone, not only where let const, whatever the keyword you want, whenever we are creating the variable, whatever three keywords is there, any one keyword you can declare. So let is a variable keyword, X is a variable name. In that variable name only, I'm going to implement that prompt function. So prompt is a function parenthesis. Now we need to execute this one. Now we need to call that one console.log of. So within that console.log of, I'm going to call that one. What is that variable name? X is a variable name. Save that one. Just go and check it your output now. So you can comment this one. We are getting some error. Why not? Because we are updating now. We are getting some error. We are not updating now. We are not getting any error. So now we are getting one user input box here now. So when the user given some data like hello, we are learning JS, something I data given, something the data we are given here. Click OK. So now we are getting the data within our console statement. Why not? We have that print statement console. So the document will be there now. Document dot write. Within that document dot write, X will be there now. Within now the data will be printing within that X. Say that one, just you can refresh one more time. You see now like hello, we are learning JS is there. Click that one. The data we are getting within our console as well in document section also. Clear? So this is the way for we using the prompt function. So wherever we using the prompt function. Now, for example, so refresh this one. See, now the server name will be there. So we have to give some reference name for the user. So how to define that reference name now? So like by using within that prompt function only, like enter your name here, something data. Reference name will be there. Save that one. Just go and check it your output. Refresh on time. So now we are getting that reference name. Enter your name here. So when the user given name, click OK. The data we are getting within our document section as well in console statement also. This is the way for we using the prompt function. Clear? Prompt function. And then coming to the alert one function will be there. So what is the use of alert function now, which is used to make alert messages? For example, now everyone know like the basic form, right? Form means the registration form, login form, like that n number of forms will be there. So when the user going to registration the some form now, like in that registration, name, email ID, password, confirm password, the options will be there. We have to give some credential, right? So when the user given some different credential now, so for the users we have to make some error message. Error message now, like password is does not match like that. The error message we have to make. How to make that error message now? By using alert function too, we can make that error message and all. Clear? How to do that one? Let. So X is a variable name. Alert will be function. So we need to call that one. Not required to call also. Directly it will be executing. See, we don't want to call because this is the error message. Defaultly we are getting that error message. So there is no any error message and all. The alert only is there. So we have to define the messages now within that alert function only. Like simply, I'm going to define one error message. Password is does not matched here. Something error message will be there. Save that one. Refresh one time now. Refresh. See, password is does not match. So the prompt and alert message, it will become similar only. Similar means the prompt is different, alert is different. Alert means we can make some error messages, alert messages by using prompt function to. We are getting one user input box. By using user input box we can get the data from the users. That is the difference will be there. Prompt and then alert function. Clear, guys? So anyone having doubts here? So up to here, anyone having doubts? Guys, there is no doubts, right? Okay. And then coming to the data types. So what is the data types now? Like in JavaScript, two type of data types is there. Two type of data types is there. What are the two type of data types is there now? One is a string data type. One is a string data type. And then second one is a not string data. Sorry, guys. So we have two type of data type will be there. One is a primitive primitive data type, and then second one is a non-primitive data type. Clear? So two type of data types is there. One is a primitive data type, and then second one is a non-primitive data type. So what is a primitive data types now? By using single variables to single variable to we can declare only one data. That is a primitive data. Primitive data type. Primitive data type now by using single variable to we can declare only one data, that is a primitive data. So non-primitive data type now by using single variable to we can declare multiple data. Data. Clear? Means by using single variable we can declare one data. Non-primitive data. So by using single variable we can declare n number of data, multiple data. Will be there now. What are the types will be there? What are the five types now? The first one is a string. We know already string. What is a string? Group of alphanumeric characters is called a string. And then second one, number. Numbers means without the quotes, float values, decimal values. And then third one, boolean. Boolean. And then fourth one, undefined. And then fifth one, null. So what are the two types is there now? One is a array, and then second one is a object. Two types is there. One is array, one is object. Primitive means by using single variable to we can declare only one data. Non-primitive means by using single variable to we can declare n number of data, I mean multiple of data. So in primitive, five types is there: string, number, boolean, undefined, null. In non-primitive, two types is there: array and object. So now we can discuss about primitive data type. So the first one is a string type. String means Group of alphanumeric characters is called as string. Group of alphanumeric characters is called a string. How to declare one string? By using single quotes. By using single quotes, either double quotes too, we can declare that. Single quotes, either double quotes too, we can declare that string. So, and then numbers. Numbers means two things will be there. What are the two things is there now? One is boolean. And then third one is boolean. What is a boolean now? This uh, see here, number means two things, float values, decimal values. Float values means point values is called as float values. Decimal values means without point values is called as decimal values. And then coming to the boolean. So what is the boolean now? So in boolean also two types will be there. What are the two types now? One is the true value and then second one is a false value. So what is the true? What is the false now? So success, whether the condition will be success now, we are getting the true statement. Whether the condition will be false now, we are getting, whether the condition will be failure now, we are getting that false statement. Clear? So true means success, failure means false. Undefined. What is the undefined now? Variable with variable with so undefined data type is there. What is that undefined data type now? Variable with no data. Variable with no data means so like we declaring as a variable, but we are not going to assign any data for the variable. That is an undefined variable. So variable with no data. That is a undefined. So how to declare that one? I will let you the in with examples. And then finally, null value will be there. What is that null value now? So null means we declaring as a variable, we are assigning the value also, but the value is missing. In that place, we are passing as a null value. That is a null data type. Clear? So for example, how to declare one string? So by using any one keyword, var let or whatever it is, var is a keyword, and then before that everything the command lines only. Okay. So before now var is a keyword, and then the variable name is a is a variable name. How to declare one string now within the code, whatever the data we want, we can print it, and then we need to call that one now by using console.log. We can call that one. Which one now? A is a variable name. Say that one, just go and check it your output now. So now we are getting the data in console. So after that, now we need to check the data type now. Console.log of by using type of is a function. By using type of function too, we can check the data type. Which data type is the string data type? Because within the codes we can declare the data and all. Now it comes as a string data only. And then float means two things will be there. One is a decimal and then second one is a float. So let is a variable keyword. V is a variable name. In this variable name, I'm going to store 22.1 is the data will be there. This is the float value. Now I want to print this one console.log of which one? B is a variable name. Say that one, just go and check it your output. Now the data we are getting. Now we have to check the data type here. Which data type? So same thing console.log of what is the function? Now type of will be function. By using type of function too, we can check the data type. Say that one, just go and check it your output. Number data type. The float values it comes as a number data type. Either the decimal values is there now without the quotes. Now also it comes as a number data type only. The data only different, the data type is same. And then Boolean data type. Boolean data type now true and false value. So whether the condition will be success, now we are getting true. Whether the condition will be failure, now we are getting false value, right? So now let is a keyword, C is the variable name. Now the true value will be the console.log of which one we have to print, this C variable we have to print here. Say, just go and check it here. So now we are getting as a true value. So now we have to check the data type. How to check the data type? By using console only, console.log of, by using type of function too, we can check the data type. Which one we have to check now? C only we have to check. In this C only, the true value will be there. The true, false, and all Boolean data type. Say that one. Which data type we are getting here? Boolean data type. Clear? So instead of true, I'm going to pass as a false value. What will happen? Save the here. So now the data is false. What is the data type? Boolean data type only. Boolean data type not true or false. Clear? Success means true, failure means false. That is a Boolean data type. So undefined variable. Undefined variable na variable with no data. How to declare with variable with data na? So variable is a keyword. Where is the keyword? The variable name is D is a variable name. We declare variable name also, but for the variable, we are not going to assign any data. That is the undefined variable name. Just call that one console.log of which one we have to call D is a variable name. Save that one. Just go and check it your output. This is the undefined data. Clear? And then we have to check the data type. Which data type? Now this is the undefined data type only. How to check that one? Console.log of by using type of is a function. Which one we have to check? D only we have to check that one. Save that one. Just go and check it your output. This is the undefined data type. And then finally null. Null means variable with we are assigning some data, but the data is missing. In that place, we can pass that null value. So null and all object data type. Null and all object data type. Where is a keyword? Is a variable name. So is equal to the value will be missing. We don't know whether the value will be there. In that place, we can pass as a null value and then console statement. We can call that one. Which one now? E is the variable name. Save here. Just go and check it your output now. So now we are getting the null value. So null is which data type now? Object data type. You can check it here. Console.log of. So type of is a function. By using type of function too, we can check the data type is a variable. So save that one. Just go and check it your output. Null is the object data type. Clear? So this is the primitive data type. What are the primitive data types? Is there? String, number, boolean, undefined, null. What is the use of primitive data type? By using single variable store, we can store only one data, that is a primitive data type. So these are non-primitive data types. In non-primitive, what are the data types will be there now? Array and object. So tomorrow we can discuss about this array and object. Today is over, guys. So is there any doubts up to here? In primitive, variable, print statement, prompt function, alert function, anyone having doubts up to here? If you're having any doubts now, you can ask me now. Otherwise, we can close this call. Okay, Kirtan. Thank you. Bye.